Show racism the red card.
Show racism the red card.
Show Racism the Red Card is the UK's leading educational anti-racism charity. It was established in January 1996. Show Racism the Red Card works to challenge racism through empowering role models within communities, organisations and sports in order to dismantle racism in society. They achieve this through producing educational resources, developing activities to encourage people, including young people, to challenge racism. Ahead of Wear Red Day 2024 on the 18th of October, we invited a panel of players and coaching staff from our first team and academy, alongside Swindon legend Iffy Onuora, to have a conversation with the fans about their experiences within the game.
And we're going to learn a bit this afternoon. I think that's the whole point of this. And we're going to hopefully educate all of us. I'd like you to put your hand together for the panel, please. And we've got a couple more coming. So we'll get on with it now. On this, my left is Swindon Town defender Ryan Delaney. Then Botan Ameen. Our assistant head coach, Mr. Mark Bignot. And former Swindon Town player and manager and executive with the Premier League in equality is Mr. Iffy Onuora.
I always felt my job was to get to the starting line, level playing field, and that you have equal opportunities, and that's still the case. So we've got a lot of work to do, but I think to the extent where people accept there's a problem and accept that we're not seeing that transition of players into coaching and management, I think there's not as much denial as well. So small pickings, but that's important.
Ball comes over my head and it's a throw-in to the opposition. The ball's thrown back and not, so my first experience was hearing one monkey noise. I looked and there was a section of just people making a load of monkey noises to the player who's about to take the throw. And again I shrank and I thought, no, I'm going to look round this time. And I looked round and it was a little kid with his dad encouraging him to make monkey noises. And I was dreading the time. I didn't want the substitutes to warm up. I didn't want the ball to come out by me for a throw-in because I'd go through this. And again, went back, Mum and Dad, how did you enjoy your day? Oh, I loved it. It was really good because I was just scared my Mum and Dad would pull me out.
I was just there thinking, yeah, I'm alright, but I was just so confused what happened. But the support that I had from my teammates, coaches, staff, everybody involved, it was amazing because I really felt like I was part of the team. Felt everyone's togetherness, everyone's, ability just to appreciate and accept your teammates sort of in danger, he's been held abuse, let's go help him out.
And I shared these experiences with my dad. My dad's been ever present in my life, followed me up and down. He's never missed a Sunday league game. He's never missed me going into non-league, turning professional, going up to the championship. He's been there all the... So I told him about my experiences and he's went, son, he goes, I never told you either. He goes, I used to take you everywhere at Sunday league from under nines. He goes, the parents were just as bad.
I think us as people, players, we've got a responsibility to protect each other, to stand up for people that have been involved in instances, and to make sure that it's shown that it's not acceptable in all forms of life, whether that be on a pitch on a Saturday, whether it happens on a street.
Blah, 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 blah. I'm getting a bit. But that was my city, my club. Sorry.
For me personally, it was don't react to it, because if you react to it, it gives them kind of ammunition to use it again or say it again or act in a certain way. So it's so important to me, and even friends around me and brothers and sisters, that's the one thing I'd always tell them, do not let anyone get you out of character and say something that you don't mean to say or react in a certain way where it just portrays you as something that isn't you at all. Do you know what I mean? Because you can't take it away.
Don't look at someone in a hoodie and say, oh, he must be this type of person or this type of way, or you don't look at a black footballer and say he must be this type of footballer or he can't play for you. Do you know what I'm saying? Those stereotypes and those things are, we're moving in the right direction, should I say. For even example, we've got Marcus here as an assistant manager. 20 years ago that would have been something that was out of the ordinary. So yeah, I think we're moving in the right direction. I think obviously Effie spoke about the social media aspect of things. And obviously, in our time, social media is a big, powerful tool right now, and I think they just need to keep work. Obviously, it's going to be tough to police that side of things, but I think we're moving in the right direction in terms of the explicit type of racism that was faced back in the day. I think that's become minimal as people are going to school together, people are growing up together.
To thank our panel, thank you very much indeed.
We had a panel today with some of the local community, and we had the opportunity to talk about the things in life that people don't really want to speak about in terms of race and the understanding of it all. We shared our experiences, and I can obviously speak on mine, T can speak on his, and I was joined by Marcus and a couple of the other players and former player and youth team player, and yeah, I think it was very positive and very intellectual, shall I say.
I just thought it was good just to speak out loud in terms of what I felt growing up with racism, and it was good to just like have a conversation with people that are willing to hear my side and just like interact.
It's very good to speak to people, the community, to come together to talk about the issue of racism. I think it's still an ongoing issue that needs to be dealt with a firm hand, and it starts from the small things. You know, you can do things, incremental changes, you know, to help the issue die down.
Really good. It's always nice to come back to my old club. Played here, obviously managed here, so it was a nice experience and see some familiar faces. I'm talking about some timeless subjects. We know how important it is. Racism hasn't gone away. The era has slightly changed, and we know that a lot of people are doing a lot of good work in this space, but we've seen only recently out in the outside world how things can flare up. So it's important we have days like this and people can connect and make sure they support each other. That's really important.